are back working on the K-Truck camper build. So today we're going to go ahead and get this thing fully wrapped. We're going to get the aluminum composite siding on. We're going to try and get the windows in, the door, and get this pretty much buttoned up on the outside. There's still going to be a little bit of stuff to do after this video with interior trim, probably painting the bed part and a bunch of other little stupid things, but for the most part, the outside in this video should be complete. So let's get to it. So I'm first going to scrape the outside and just make sure it's as smooth as possible. So the process that I'm thinking that needs to happen is we're going to silicone the edges all the way around. We're going to do the interior of it probably every 4 to 6 inches, just go back and forth. And then I'm going to put Tyvek on it. And then I bought this 9-foot tall roll of Tyvek that we're going to wrap the whole thing with. I don't want screws, I don't want staples, I don't want anything penetrating the Tyvek. So I'm going to glue it down with silicone, and that should work a whole lot better. But before I do that, I need to scrape it and make sure it's completely flat and flush and that there's nothing sticking out that's going to pop through the Tyvek. So let's get it scraped. Getting those high spots off really makes a big difference in the gluing. All right, now that it's scraped and cleaned of any debris, let's go ahead and get it blown off, get all the dust and debris off of it. Roughly 4 inches apart, 3 to 4 inches apart all the way across. I have this roller. Once I put this on, because I don't want any nails or staples, I'm going to use this to flatten it out and spread out that silicone so it adheres a little bit better, pushes it down into the grains of the wood, and gets this completely saturated. So let's get to doing that. Look who decided to join me. Mr. Steve. Okay.
I'm leaving right after this.
Oh, snap.
Dude, this doesn't come off in a satisfying way. I'm disappointed.
Oh, there we go. All right, so now that we have that uncovered, this is the inside that's going to go on the exterior, well, I guess the bottom of the trailer. So now the next step is siliconing this. We're going to do it in a cross pattern, that way it doesn't pull out. If it does happen to pull out in the same places, we're going to go cross this way because we just went up and down. So we'll start doing that, and then we'll put the bottom on, get some screws in it, and then move on. siding out, we've got the window cut, we fit it, everything is working. Now we're going to use this butyl tape. It goes on the outside right here, and that, when it gets installed, will pinch. We use the butyl tape, which goes around the exterior here, around the window, the outside of the window, and as it gets pinched, that's what actually holds it and keeps the weather and the water out. So let's get to doing that. All right, we are back. It's a new day. We're still working on the K-Truck camper. So we got this whole side done. We got the window cut out. It fits great. We got the back done. It looks good. We have the bottom all wrapped and done. So now it's just a matter of getting the window in. We did fit it. It does look just fine. There are some things that we have to do to the inside. We have to put a 1/4 inch buildup on the inside as a trim because the wall is too thin. So it's not going to hold the window in. But let's get to doing that. Okay, so I've got it cut out. Let's, I think I'm going to round these corners just slightly, but it does have to cover these corners, so let's just see how it looks. All right, I did decide to go ahead and round these corners, so I need to find something small enough that it'll round it, but not too big that it'll round it too much, so the corners in the cutout of the window got the window installed. Now the butyl tape is all sticking out the edges, so I'm going to go ahead and trim all that out, and then I'm going to get some really high quality silicone and just silicone around the windows just to ensure it doesn't leak. And it looks very nice. Perfectly siliconed. Look at that. Dadgum, that looks good. Now I'm waiting on 2 more pieces for this side. I'll have the bottom and the top soon, hopefully, to finish this off. And then we go camping. That I'm excited about. I can't wait to take this out in the K-Truck. It'll probably be in my driveway for the first time, but I think we'll take it down to Sand Hollow or somewhere out in the desert and do some kind of multiple day road trip with it. So if you like content like this, stick around, like the video and comment, subscribe if you feel so inclined. Everywhere other than the front little clip. But now we're able to put the window and the door in and finish everything up, start getting the corner trims on. I think it looks good.
I'm going to try to do something different this time. This window is going to be straight. Maybe.
I did measure it so it was perfectly gapped from here to here, but that doesn't mean it's not level. I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll see.
It's not.
Okay, well, let's get started on that. The windows are locked, the door is locked.
Are you for real? And like all, no, weren't the keys out here?
No, they're hooked to the freaking inside of the door, bro.
How are we gonna get in there? Is the window on the other side closed all the way?
Probably. Dude,
Oh my gosh. And
there's no way in.
Hold on, there has to be a way to get to the least destructive way. No, we can't just off panel.
Yeah. Bro, we have to hurry up and get this door off.
Are you serious?
We have to. I know. I don't.
Can you just get another set of keys? It'd be cleaner probably if you let the silicone dry
And then cut it.
and then pull it away, peel it off. Dude, that sucks.
The deadbolts might actually.
Well, what do the keys look like? Is it just the generic freaking camper keys? That's kind of the same.
Maybe.
Do we have any similar keys here?
I might actually out in my truck.
God.
I cannot freaking believe that.
And that thing. So I say again, don't forget to unlock it. Shoot.
Yeah. We had a pretty major mishap when we installed the door.
And Jerry installed the door.
No. When we installed the door, Steve forgot to grab the key.
Yeah,
And the deadbolt was locked. So we had to unscrew the whole door, pull it off, the butyl tape stretched, the silicone pulled off. We got the keys.
I wanted to just pick the lock for the record.
But look, it's not even, I mean, it's pretty bad. It's pretty gross. But we'll scrape it, we'll cut it, and we'll clean it up and then re-silicone it. It'll be just fine. It's officially done.
Hey, there's a light in there now.
Let's take a tour. My sweet bed. And then let me show you officially my idea for the stove. We put it up here because it's just better. Steve wanted it down here. I was like, bro.
You sit on a throne of lies.
All right, it was Steve's idea, but it is a good idea because now what we can do, or what I can do, he's not even coming in here, like, ever. But
I'm in here right now.
so what I can do when I go out camping and stuff is I can come over here and I can be cooking, and it's not in the way. My idea was to have it here. It was a bad idea, blah blah blah. But it's done, and it looks super duper nice. So all we have to do now is get the trim on the entire on the interior corners. It's a cove mold, so it'll clean up all this stuff. And then let's see here, on the exterior we have to put the front piece on and then do all the corner trims, and it's literally ready to go. I guess we do need to do, so I have another one of these tables, except it's black. So we have the white one in here and then we have the black one outside. The black one is going to go right here, down here. That way when it opens, I can put my diesel heater on there. I can put my hose up through here and it'll heat in here. I need to cut a piece of foam to kind of go in here, but that I can cook on, I can do dishes on, I can do whatever out here and then eat inside and it'll be perfect. So let us know in the comments, is this something that was a good build? Is this something you want to continue seeing us doing, is stuff like this? I don't care if you do or don't. because we're going to take it out on an adventure either way. But don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think. So we finally have everything done on the exterior other than the corner trims. We just got the front cap done. We decided to do it in one sweeping piece for pretty obvious reasons. We didn't want any holes or gaps or anything in the front cap, just for water and air and different things like that. So how we did this, it wasn't horribly hard, I'll be honest, but you do have to get your dimensions just right. You have to make sure all your cuts are square, because if they're not square, by the time you get to the first joint, it's going to bend at an angle up, and then you're going to be way off at the top. So this wasn't exactly, it was about an 1/8 inch longer on this side than it was that side, but instead of doing each measurement and doing it offset, we just picked a kind of a neutral dimension and put it on there, and it turned out really, really well. Everything lined up pretty good on this side. The other side, you'll see what I'm talking about, where it was a little bit off, but I'm not horribly worried about it. We'll just put some silicone in here and seal it up, and then put the corner trims on, and you'll never even know it happened. So basically, the way that we did it is with this stuff, the aluminum cap is so thin that any blade pretty much will go through it. I even cut it with this blade right here and scored it, and it cut right through it. So it's quite thin. It's not hard to do, but what I did is I put my Sawzall, or my skill saw, make sure it's unplugged before you play with the blade, but I put my Sawzall on its edge, and I measured with this piece on here until it was about 3/4 of the way through it. Now you don't want to go all the way down, because if you go all the way down and the piece flexes or the blade kind of tilts a little bit one way or the other on the edge, it'll actually cut through the bottom. So I went ahead and did it about 3/4 thick through this, and this is only 1/8 inch, so it's very technical. It's very small adjustments that you need to be making. But once I adjusted this, I did a test cut on this just to make sure it would go through, and once it went through it, I wanted to make sure that it would fold without breaking the cap. So I cut it, and instead of that, this is this exact dimension right here, this exact angle. So I knew that one blade was a half of a 90. So one blade width, half a 90, and then I did 2 blade widths for this. And it worked out absolutely perfectly. And you can do it a couple times. I wouldn't do it a ton, because I do think the aluminum will break eventually. Actually, it already did. It's just the plastic that's holding it. So it probably has maybe 2 to 3 flexes before it snaps. So I wouldn't play with it. I wouldn't do it a lot. I would cut through. Well, what we did is we cut through the channel, siliconed everything, got everything marked on it, and then put it on one foul swoop, and then we only bent it once and then left it. So hopefully, well, it shouldn't break.
One foul swoop?
One foul swoop.
Like a turkey? A chicken? One fell swoop.
But it looks pretty good, I think. So we are done with the cap. Show them the top where we seamed it. So we put it over, we lapped the top by about 3/4 of an inch, just so if any water comes in while we're driving it, it'll go over and then continue going down through the back. So I wanted it overlapped just for a little bit of security. We probably didn't have to do that, but I just wanted to make sure it was done properly. We put silicone under each one of the caps in the corners as we were bending it. That way it would kind of fill any gaps, any air gaps, and so that no water would get in here. We also did that up here on this corner. We did it underneath the flap, and we did it on the back of the flap. So there's 3 layers under this, one here, and then we basically siliconed the whole front around the edges really heavy. That way it would squeeze out. You can see right here, it's squeezing out. And we probably didn't have to do that just because the Tyvek, but I wanted to make sure every single seam was completely watertight and perfect. So let us know what you think down in the comments. Did we do a good job, or does Steve freaking suck?
It's gonna leak.